Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going into the Amazon tool deals. All of these items that we go over today will be linked down in the description for you guys with its own independent link, and then there will be 2 additional links that take you to a long list of tools that we've went over in the past. So that's all there for you guys if you guys are interested. But today, first up, we're looking at the Williams 8-piece Enduro grip screwdriver set. And I've mentioned a few Williams products in my Amazon deal videos in the past. Some of them, not all Williams products, are made in the USA. These ones are. We've went over some ratchets that are made in the USA. Their socket sets are not. A majority of them. Some of them may be, but a couple of them that I've mentioned are not. So just keep that in mind. But even the ones that aren't, I haven't been disappointed with Williams. I haven't used a whole lot of their stuff, but I know a lot of people that are very pleased with them, especially for the price. $72 for this isn't terrible for a nice USA made set. Shoot, the new Milwaukee screwdriver set made in the USA is $30 or $40 more than this. So I don't think this is a bad deal at all. The one thing is you are getting a lot of slotted screwdrivers here. You're getting 5 slotted screwdrivers and 3 Phillips. You get your standard 1, 2, and 3 Phillips. So if you're looking for something more Phillips geared, then this might not be the set for you. But if you're just looking for a nice variety of both, then this is a decent little set, especially being made in the USA. There are a lot of people that like the price of these over the Snap-on. I don't believe they're 100% identical, but they are very, very, very similar. They have a lot of other sets as well. This 5-piece set is $51. This 6-piece set is $68. This larger slotted set is a 6-piece set for $76. And then you have your larger Williams set with some precision ones as well. I'm not sure if those are made in the USA or not. But that is $165, but that is a little bit larger set. But I think $72 is a very fair price. A lot of the Japan and German sets that I tend to buy, even other USA made sets, for this size of set, that's roughly what the pricing is. So this isn't terrible at all. Vapor blasted tips, chrome blades. You do have that hex base on a few of them. You got like 2 of your slotted that are like cabinet screwdrivers that don't have the hex base, but your 3 primary slotted and 3 Phillips do have that hex base for additional torque if necessary. There you can see it right there with the hex bolsters. I'll enlarge this picture so you guys can see the lengths of each one. And I did not know they had these tips on the Williams set. This has 4.7 stars at 924 ratings. If you guys have any Williams products or this set specifically, let me know your guys' thoughts on them down in the comments. Next up, I wanted to throw in a couple of desks because I've owned one for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now, and it's been great. I got it sent to me a long time ago, and I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do with it, whether I was going to use it in my office or use it out here in the garage. And honestly, I tried it in the house. I got more use out of it out here, whether I was using it for a workstation when working on the car. I set all my tools on it, but use it as a computer desk for a little while. I use it for a recording station as well. And honestly, these little tables are fantastic. They're sold by I don't know how many different brands, but they're almost all the same. A lot of them are the same. There are better quality ones. This is a cheaper one, but even the one I have is cheaper, and it's still fantastic. But I did want to mention this is $110 for an height adjustable desk. Now, it doesn't have any fancy drawers or anything like that. It's got a couple hooks for your headphones or whatever you may want to hang off of it, but it is electronically controlled. You can adjust the height on it. You just simply plug it into the wall. You can set the height, so whether you like working standing up or sitting down, if you do a lot of soldering or anything like that. That's what I find myself when I'm not using it as a recording station. I do a decent amount of soldering and wire work and things like that, where I can just sit down and have a nice flat surface to just work on. I try and keep that surface usually pretty clear. And it's just nice that I can either stand up and work and not have to be hunched over, and I don't have to sit down constantly, but when I do want to sit down, I can. So if you have the room, I think these desks are great. Now, no, I wouldn't put a vise on this thing or anything like that, but just a nice little flat working surface. Yes, this is geared more towards your home office and things like that, but it's still great. The other thing is, if you don't like the top, you can always buy as heavy a duty top or piece of wood that you want, and you could build this thing into a tank if you really wanted to. But anything light duty, I think this is fantastic for. I've been using mine in the garage for 4 years now, and I love it. But this one's at $110. Now, the one thing I will say about this one to watch out for if you are interested in something like this, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on these, not really tool related, but it's something that I've really enjoyed having. Some of the cheaper ones have this split wood design, so you actually have 2 pieces that bolt on. You can see the line that runs right down the middle. I did not like that design, so I'm glad mine is not like that. I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem, but I'm glad mine's not that way. This one is 24 inch by 48 inch top. You can get them in multiple different sizes. There are some cheaper ones for, I think some of them are even under $100, maybe right at $100 for a 20 by 48, I believe it is. I think $110 even for this split top one isn't bad. You could throw another piece of, MDF or plywood on top of this if you really wanted to beef it up. I've been really happy with mine. This has 4.4 stars at 221 ratings at $110, down from a list price of $160. And I think this might be the one that I have, but an upgraded version or a newer version of mine. But mine literally just has 2 buttons, an up and a down. This one has like presets, up and down, a little bit newer design, I guess you would say. But this one does have a single top. There you can see 24 by 48, same as the other one. Weight capacity of 154 pounds. And like it says here, this one is a one whole piece design over the others with the split 2 pieces. I guess it shows a readout of maybe the height. So this is $170, but it does have a $40 coupon, so $130. And I don't think that's bad at all. Let me know your guys' thoughts if you guys have something like this, or if this is even something that you would consider. I know it's not tool related necessarily. I kind of use mine for a tool related situation. And this one has 4.5 stars at 11,803 ratings, so rated very highly and rated a lot. Next up is a Wiha product. This is their push button adjustable water pump plier set. This is a 3-piece set, and I don't own or use a whole lot of Wiha products, but I know a lot of people that are pleased with them. I usually, when I'm either buying Fujiya, Channel Lock, Knipex, those are like my go-tos when it comes to pliers. A lot of the Wiha stuff, even though it does seem to perform well for others, I just feel like for the price of some of their tools, you can get Knipex or something like that for almost the same price. Like this has a typical price of $86, $87 down to a price of $66.92 right now. I think at $66 that's plenty fine. It's $22 per pair, and I don't think that's bad at all. But at the 86 or higher, I would just start looking, back at my Knipex set or anything like that. So if you guys have any experience with the Wiha, or more experience than I do, I've used Wiha maybe a handful of times, and I think they're good tools as long as you can get them at the right price. And then there are some, not necessarily their pliers, but some of their like bit sets and stuff that I think you can get much better deals on going other routes, especially for where it's made. If it's something made in Germany, then I definitely everything that I've owned from Germany or Japan or US has been fantastic. So it's when it's made in China or Taiwan or India or something like that, that's when I start to question if it's worth the price difference. These pliers I'm not worried about. I know a lot of people really enjoy them, but it's just some of their products are priced a little higher than they should be, I believe. And this one's country of origin is China. So while I think Wiha is a good brand and they have a lot of good options as far as tools, so while I think Wiha is a good brand and they make a lot of good products, it's still one of those that you got to be careful with what you're actually going to purchase, because some of their stuff is overpriced for where it's made. Even though the engineering and designing may have happened in Germany, the quality of the material itself is still in question. You can have a fantastic design, but if the quality in material isn't there, is it worth the price at that point? This has 4.4 stars at 65 ratings. Then we're looking, last product is the Tone Bit Ratchet set. This is a 1/4-inch low bit set for basically $40. And they have a lot of good products as well. Some of their stuff is a little pricey, but Once again, if you can get them on sale or just find them at a decent price, which you can sometimes, I think this isn't terrible. Vim sells a set very similar to this, and I think $40 for this is fair. If you can catch it on sale, that's even better. This has 4.5 stars at 340 ratings. You are going to get a few Torx, a few Allens. There you can see you get your tamper-proof Torx from T6 to T40. Then you get some slotted, some Phillips, and then you actually have a 1/4-inch drive adapter, so you can throw 1/4-inch drive sockets on this little bit ratchet. I like this bit ratchet. It's got a little thumb drive. It's reversible. You got a locking flex head, an extension, and I like this design. I think the Harbor Freight one is obviously a little bit different, but I think even that one is at $45. I could be wrong, but it's right around that price. And this one comes in a nice little EVA foam tray inside of a metal case. There you can kind of see the sizes for yourself. The ratchet with the extension, using the extension, and then if you need a shorter extension, you can slide it through as well. And then here you can even use it as a T-handle. So just a versatile little tool. A few companies sell something very similar. There you can see kind of some of their other designs that they have available as well for kind of their bits. So like I stated, this has 4.5 stars at 340 ratings. I think it's a nice little set. Covers a decent amount without being overkill. Once again, that's it as far as this week's Amazon tool deals. All of these will be linked down in the description for you guys, as well as those 2 additional links. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. If you guys have used any of these products, let me know your guys' thoughts on them down in the comments. And if there's any tools that you would like to see in future videos, whether that be a brand specific or a type of tool specific, let me know down in the comments and I'll do my best to find the deals on them. And I will see you guys next time.